Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jack, Zafra991, and what I've got for you today is round 3 around Australia in the My Team career mode. So, what I'm going to be showing you guys at the moment is what I'm doing in the background is just setting up my activities for the day, just maximising our activities, being proactive. In terms of our upgrades, we haven't had any success in our upgrades at the moment. We didn't do any last round, and we're still waiting for these ones to be developed. So, hopefully these will be done soon. Not going to be doing any new ones yet. Just having a little look at durability here, seeing what is next that we can start looking at. It's going to actually be that top row there. The same with the powertrain, which we might look at doing for next episode. At the moment, we're still waiting for one of the chassis and the aerodynamics to be done yet, which is going to be the beam wing, which would be a good one to have actually. Hopefully, it'll help a bit more of our control. Now, in terms of the standings, we are not doing too good at the moment. We're right towards the bottom. Going to advance time a little bit more, and we'll go into standings in a minute. We do have a Pirelli hot lap coming up, so we're going to, of course, make the most of that, where we're going to be around Australia.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you'll receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
So currently, I'm not decided on a rival, but going to the Pirelli hot lap right here. Now, listen to the engine of this Mercedes. I love it. This sounds so good. So, yeah, we're basically trying to hit our minimum speed of 93 miles per hour by the finish line. So, this corner, I've really struggled with. I just needed to brake a bit more, really. So, we're going to go again, and this time it's going to go a lot better. So, we're going to be braking a little bit before that board on the right. My screen's all gone a bit slow at the moment for some reason. But, yes, going to just maximise our speed. Try not to brake through that corner there, that sharp right-hander. And flat out for this corner right here, and then as we enter this right-hander, the right-hand bend just before the finish, braking just before the board on the left there, the black, what was it, flag board, and yeah, we're going to be maximise our speed here. And what are we going to get? 90? That was 92 in a little bit, I think. Was that 92.46? So just shy of it. However, we do better on our next run, and we actually get 94.15. So we get that full acclaim, we get that full 100k cash, which is going to be really helpful here. Now, moving on to our qualifying lap here. This is going to be where we're going to be set, basically. And at the moment, I'm in P12. And I know I can do better than my current time, which I can't actually remember at this moment in time. But I know I can go better anyway. So I'm kind of getting used to my car a bit more now, but it is feeling on the chunkier side. So I'd like to get my aerodynamics sorted in my weight reduction, get that all sorted as well. We are nearly a tenth up on our time at the moment as we're rounding off sector 1, but we do exceed track limits there, unfortunately. So, I mean, you know, that's not going to be ideal circumstances there. So this lap's going to be invalidated, but we can still see how well we would do anyway. Not long left to practice session, a qualifying session as well, which we've now moved to full qualifying, so Q1, 2 and 3 are in it now. Unfortunately, we have ruined our chances at a good qualifying lap, but we are at the moment just over a tenth up on our time, so it could have been good, could have been very good potentially. We are gained a lot of time through there, which I think this would be one of my slower sections of the track, and just trying to swing this around all safely, which luckily we do just that. Look at this, 4 attempts up. Oh, it's quickly gone down though, so we didn't get the best of exits there. We're coming around to finish that lap, and yeah, it would have been about 3 attempts gain, so it would have been a bit better on our lap time there. But unfortunately, we didn't get another opportunity to go round. Well, actually, no, that's a lie, we did, but then we we got it wrong and had to retire from the session. So quite unfortunate there. Quite unfortunate there for me. So we're going to have to retire from the session because you know we crashed it. So that's obviously going to cost us to get that repaired, and you can see obviously my guy's not happy there.
The crowd are here, and it's brilliant to see them lining the track here in Albert Park. It's going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome everyone to the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.28 mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 14 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. So watch out for a safety car at some point during this Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator, Carlos Sainz, completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, George Russell, and Hamilton. Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Ocon, and Kevin Magnussen. Tsunoda, Gasly, Mick Schumacher, and Vettel. Ricciardo, Joe, Lance Stroll, and Jackson. Yuri Vips, Norris, they've taken a grid penalty. Albon and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Natalie Pinkham, good to have you with us today. Your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? As a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these conditions: standing water, tyre temperature, and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
Okay, right, so this is going to be our first wet race, and
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
so yeah, first time in the wet, and this is going to be really, really tough, this race. Norris was not the best start there, so we're going to hopefully be able to get a good start. Anyway, trying to be as delicate as we can on our inputs because it's so easy to spin it out.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
And we're going to go get some moves here. We're going to go for the move on Vips. Are we going to be able to get the Stroll? Oh, not quite. He blocks us off. Vips just on our outside at the moment. Going to be looking to get round us, and he actually does that as well. Not the best start from us there. Looks like Norris took a grid penalty there, so he's behind us. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Going to go for the move on Albon and Vips. Are we going to be able to execute it? Yes, we are. Guan Yu Zhou and Stroll just up ahead here. Are we going to be able to close down this gap? We're gonna try anyway. So yeah, in the rain, I really found this quite a tough one, especially the starts. Luckily, I have improved on my starts now, so since making this video. So if you guys want to see how to have better starts, check my video out at the cards at the top if it's out already. If not, subscribe, like if you are new, because I'll be doing some tips and tricks from time to time on here, and of course continue in my team career. Vips goes for the move but doesn't quite get it done, so goes back behind us. So we're in P18 right now. We've gone up a couple of positions, but it would be nice to continue to go up if we can help it. We're losing Stroll in the distance there, but I do think I can catch up to Stroll and Guan Yu.
Let's try and move forward.
And as we heard from Mark, our engineer earlier, it looks like our engine is having some power issues, so we might have to change the engine for next race. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. So all we need to worry about this race is just finishing, really, and hopefully finishing within good time. Because around here, Australia, I love this track, especially in the dry. But in the rain, this is a different story. Still very difficult, but you know, it'll take some practicing really to really kind of get to grips with. So we have luckily caught up to Stroll now for lap number 2 out of 15. Just being very smooth on our inputs, which we really need to be in the rain. Looks like the 2 Ferraris are leading this race at the moment. So no doubt Charles will be looking to improve his points gain ahead of Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. And it looks like just ahead of Guan Yu, we've got, I can't tell who that is right now, it could be Vettel. Yep, it is. And it looks like the immediate 3 we've got to contend with, so hopefully we can start working our way up the order soon. I would like to try and get some points if possible, but in the rain I don't know if I can really guarantee that kind of result there. We have bumped up the difficulty now to 62 instead of 60, so we have bumped up slightly because I wanted to try and just make it a little bit more challenging. Whether that was a good idea or not, I'm not too sure at this moment in time. First wet race, maybe I should have got used to it, but still, we need a base kind of, we need to get used to it some way at some point. So start here. I think I definitely need to be a little bit more comfortable getting my foot down on the power, because that's why I'm losing a bit of time. And as we're going to be commencing lap number 3 here, looks like fastest lap has been set right now from Charles, a 1:31. 1:38.4, I think that was. So very good time there. I mean, at the moment we're setting a 1:34.7, so we're way off the pace. And I think I can actually improve a bit now I've raced this one, but I definitely need some more work. Or we do technical track limits there, but luckily don't get a penalty or anything, so that's fine, or no warnings, which is something we also want to avoid for this one as well if we can help it. Looks like Albon and Vips are just behind us right now, still pretty close together, which is not ideal for us. We want to have a bit of a gap, but it's good that our teammate is sticking with us. No DRS in the rain, of course, so this is purely down to not messing out like I just did there. So we do get it wrong, we lose Stroll a little bit there, but we can get this time back. I'm fairly comfortable in my ability to do that. I do think we could be looking at a P maybe 15, 14 if we can maybe do our pit stops and do all of that right. And it looks like Norris and Latifi are way behind there on the mini map in the bottom left, so don't have to worry about them too much at this moment in time, and hopefully not at all, but they could go to a different strategy. For us, we're going to pit around the halfway mark, maybe lap number 7, lap number 8. Unless we incur any damage, then we'll come out. We'll go in earlier.
On a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
So that's actually very good to hear. I'm looking forward to it going to a bit more drier. We are sticking to dry lines, but still, it's with TC off and ABS off. My first time doing it in this My Team career mode. It's very hard to really get to grips with to begin with, especially with the new era of cars, these ones as well. So I'm looking forward to improving over time.
Okay to use your overtake button.
So definitely going to use that overtake button, as our engineer says. So we've got 80% of it, so we're going to start using that. And look at this, we've caught right up to Stroll here, so we might be able to make a move pretty soon if we don't get it wrong, which we start to slide a bit, but we do catch it in good time. So my ability to drive in the rain is still a bit rusty. I still need work. We're going to go for the move on Stroll, and I think we're going to close the door. Yes, so we've done it. So up into P17. A nice little overtake that it was.
Good job.
Okay, so I can't complain too much about that. So that was actually quite a nice corner to get the move done as well. So look out for that when we come up to Guan Yu Zhou and Vettel if the opportunity presents itself. But we're nearly a third of the way through this race right now, so let's just see what we can do. By the way guys, I do online on here as well, the ranked multiplayer, so if you want to see more of that, check out the cards at the top of the screen throughout the video. No doubt you want to see them if you like the online stuff as well.
Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
So we're going to stick to our wet tyres, our intermediate tyres for now. So it could of course be a lot more wetter than it is right now on track. Now I think I did let us down a little bit, but as I said earlier, I have improved upon that since then, or since now. In this video, so yeah, just need to put into practice a bit more, and hopefully I'll make a video on that pretty soon if it's not already out, for my tips and tricks that I've learned, and that'll pass through to you guys. So on the bright side, we are 5 tenths away from Guan Yu Zhou right now and Vettel, just under a second, which is really good. So we want to keep them as close as we can get so we can get the move done, and hopefully we can break away from the guys behind as well, which would be really good. We're closing down this gap a little bit, but at the moment, it looks like Guan Yu is just getting a bit closer to Vettel, so the AI naturally having a bit of a leg up. Are we going to be able to get the move done on Guan Yu? It's going to be a late one. Oh, we go a bit sideways. We knocked him, and it was just a silly move by me there. Unfortunately, it does lose us a couple positions there. Back down into P20, unfortunately. Lando Norris is in the picture now. Just 2 tenths behind us right now. Very close. We've got to work a little harder now to catch up to Albon and Vips, and hopefully maybe to P15 and 14. Luckily didn't incur any damage, which was really good. But Norris looking eager to get past, so we need to keep tabs on him. Can we just maybe bring this gap up a little bit here within the next couple of laps? We're going to really try our best to get our head down and focus, because we're not too far away from the halfway mark now. And we get some clean air as well to work with, so maybe this can help us set some better lap times. It looks like Albon and Vips going side by side there briefly, so that loses them a bit of time. Both now to 2 seconds away, or under 2 seconds away now. So we're catching them both up, which is good to see. We're going to skip forward here to lap 10, so we're over halfway through the race now, 2/3 of the way on the way with this one. For some reason my UI was playing up and it wouldn't go from my screen, it kept playing up, which I skipped over most of the errors there anyway. So Albon's now just ahead of us, so we might be able to make the move pretty soon. Are we going to be able to make the move coming out of this that little section of track, that chicane? Here we go. We're going to have some good power here, but not quite yet. We're going to be looking for the move pretty soon though. Hopefully within this next lap or the next lap after. But now just 4 tenths away from Albon. We're bringing us down slowly but surely. And here we go. We're having a one-on-one fight here with Albon. Don't have to worry about Norris, don't have to worry about Vips at the moment. So let's just try and get past. Charles with another fast time, a 30.0. So the track's definitely getting drier. Are we going to look for the move here? We're going to get close, or we're going to try and put them off, but yeah, sadly that didn't really do the job of putting them off too much. So Alex is safe for the time being. As we're going to come around this last corner for the lap, we're going to commence lap number 11. So we're still in P19, so really not good. We haven't pitted yet actually. So we might end up having to make a pit stop soon if our tyres last, which at the moment, it looks like they're doing okay. Oh, it looks like Albon goes wide. We're going to get the move done. And we're going to nearly close the door. Albon's still there at the moment. As we're entering the braking zone here, unfortunately, I just go too far to the left here and Albon spins me out. But I can't help but blame myself there.
And taken damage, you might start to pick up a little bit extra drag.
And we continue to be pushed over as well.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
And we get a penalty for that one as well.
Officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
So unfortunately for us, we've lost a position. We've lost, power with some damage, and also we've got a penalty. So really not good. Eventually, Albon gets past, and Gasly gets a DNF. So not good for us here. We're going to be commencing the second to last lap, but actually we're about to get lapped. Oh, we get it a bit wrong there. We're about to get lapped by Charles, just behind us at the moment. So we're going to obviously have to give up the position if Charles gets right behind us, which no doubt he will pretty soon anyway.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
So this has gone very wrong very quick.
Blue flag.
And there goes Charles. We've officially been lapped for the first time in this series. So it looks like it could be a P21 for us here, unless there's any miracles that happen. Oh, and we get it wrong, and we dance around the curb, but we fall, and we go into the barrier. So unfortunately, we're going to have to retire again. So set 2 retirements in this video here. Not ideal at all, from qualifying and from the race. And my guy here, not too happy. And to be fair, I wasn't really happy with my performance there as well. So we definitely need to improve upon that, because that's going to cost us a lot of money, and
so another excellent win from Ferrari.
Going to make us or be on the back foot a little bit more there.
How do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
So yeah, that's going to do it. That was a really poor race for us, unfortunately. But it looks like Charles, Carlos, and is that Max Verstappen? I think it was. That was the podium then. Charles in first, Max Verstappen in second, and Carlos Sainz in third. And, well, not ideal for us there at all, really. We should have done a lot better. But we know for next time we could, obviously, should improve upon that. At least we get a new current tier level, level 11, so there you go.
It's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Let's focus on Driver of the Day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari continued to extend the gap at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So yeah, you can see there we have gone up a couple positions there over time, but yeah, still need to try and get some points for the next video. If you liked what you've seen, guys, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to get a bit more acclaim. We're going to be hopefully getting a new acclaim sponsor soon. We lose a bit of money there, as you can see, from that damage. We didn't do too well there. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.